So, have you ever been in a situation where you watch somebody make a decision with bad information, bad intel? It's a bad idea. It's just bad. It's bad. It's really bad. We have.
This is United A-Holes, a video cast discussing cultural topics with no filter.
Welcome back to Area 41, Mario Andretti's favorite spot on the internet.
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
Zoom, zoom.
Drive, drive.
Mazda?
That's Mazda, yeah, zoom, zoom. I watched a show on the weekend where a guy was in Japan at the Yamaha piano factory interviewing a man with the last name Kawasaki who drove a Mazda.
Holy fuck. You've lived.
I've lived a full life. A full life, I tell you.
Oh, 2020 is going to be off the chain.
It's going to be fun. So what are we doing, Brent? I talked about driving.
And I was trying to figure out how you were tying that in.
And I completely fucked up which episode we're doing.
Oh, okay, cool. That's good. No, that's all right. That's all right.
I think we should restart.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
No,
you're not kidding? Or no?
We don't get to erase Ross mistakes and keep the other ones. This one stays.
Even though he's not doing it anyway.
You can
I'm going to fuck up the next episode the same way.
You can, right, if you think you can edit this out and fix it in post, that's the challenge. That's
Stop
the
the
challenge.
fucking insanity.
So what are we talking about, Brian?
What do I look like without glasses on camera?
Sexy as fuck.
You got to put them back on. We won't be able to focus.
You'll need them for the third episode that we're filming.
What episode?
He looks like a mole.
Like what?
You can't hear very well when they're off either. What?
Yeah.
I can't read your lips out of the glass down. What'd you
Just a
say?
minute, I gotta turn down the radio so I can see better.
I do that.
Oh, that was a fucking knee slapper.
I do that too. I do.
Slap him in the balls. He likes it. I hear.
With a closed fist.
What are we doing?
It's the first episode.
This is
of
already
2020.
great. This is good stuff.
No, we've already released
There was a bad train accident today, but the governor lady said we're going to send him more trains.
Yeah. Screw Lizzo, it's Gizzo. Scratch balls, chew my nails, tell someone to fuck off.
Oh, Jesus, I think you broke me. Oh, my God. This is
We're in bad decisions.
Third try. So, Brent, what are we talking about?
All right. I don't know about you guys. I have watched this happen to people, and recently this is what watching people make decisions, but based on really bad information. Like, they're almost right.
Like United A-holes.
But they're almost right, but they're so wrong. That's exactly United A-holes. So I was at a bulk food store, and I was looking for cocoa nibs. You guys remember those?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the breakdown for cocoa nibs is in 100 grams, there are 25 grams of carbs in cocoa nibs.
Wow.
All 25 grams are fiber.
So there's no carbs.
Right.
No net carbs.
So the only thing you have to worry about is eating maybe a few too many of them.
And bunching
Because they're
yourself
all-
up.
No, not bunching yourself. They're all fiber.
Oh, so
So
colon blow.
So letting everything go. So I'm standing there looking at, and this is where I'm in front of this product that I'm looking for.
I got him again.
Sperm, nut carbs.
So over to my right is an older couple looking at some product, and they hear us talking about the cocoa nibs and whatnot, and a conversation starts. Mm-hmm. And this lady is telling me how he's red.
We've lost him.
Oh, it happens a lot. It's hard to get him back.
Jesus.
What is he, fucking Yoshi? He tried to say something.
He did.
Nibs.
Cocoa
trying
Nibs.
to get me back on track. Cocoa Nibs.
Crazy for coconuts.
So standing to my right is this lady who starts talking about this product that she's in front of and how it tastes just like chocolate, but there's no sugar in it. You can have all of it all you want, but you have to be careful. If you have too much, it can give you the runs. And I'm thinking, well, what is she looking at? It's a complete stranger. I don't know her. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what do you got over there? So I walk over, and they're Carob Chips.
Carob Chips.
And they look just like little
Sure, it's not Carob.
Carob. C-A-R-O. Carob. Yeah, Carob chip.
Yeah,
Okay.
Carob is a replacement for cocoa.
Okay.
And here's the reason I know this.
Because you have a shit ton of cocoa at your house.
Not only that, but when
Trying to replace it?
when my mother manufactured baked products that were shipped to the
right.
U.S. because we sold directly to the store and not directly to customer,
Right.
you could not import chocolate donuts made with cocoa to the U.S. You had to use carob. They would not let cocoa cross the border. And I still don't know why, but all chocolate products coming from Canada into the U.S. have to be made with carob.
Really?
Huh.
Why? Why, I wonder?
I'd like to.
Well,
know something.
I'm going to tell you why in just a second. Here's
All right,
the
Brent,
breakdown.
tell us why.
Here's the breakdown for the, how'd you pronounce it?
carob.
Carob. In 100 grams, so the same size. There are 77 carbs. 5 of them are fiber. 72 of them are sugar. This woman was talking about replacing this in baking for a friend of hers who was a diabetic.
Die being the
Die being out of
So
work.
she was trying to kill
And
us.
she said, she had already done this previous and was back to buy more
Jesus.
and told me, oh, I made these muffins for a friend of mine, and her daughter called me right up and wanted to know what I had in there. And I told her there was a replacement for chocolate and it's really good for you. So I, being at that point very curious, pull the thing out so I can read it. And I'm like, there's 72 grams of sugar in 100 grams of these. Oh, really? Because I didn't want to start an argument with it, but I'm
Right.
like, I don't want anybody to die either.
So you kind of
I tried to-
unprickishly just said it out loud.
Right. I tried to course correct her, and then I showed her the cocoa nibs, and she went, oh, well, and she was thoroughly confused, but she at least said, well, maybe this is the right thing then. I thought it was these. So completely good intention,
Yeah.
trying to help out somebody who's got diabetes, but holy shit.
She was
Gonna
wearing
kill
those
somebody.
bad idea
It's-
jeans.
Yeah. And that is how easy it is. And I've watched this on more than one
Oh,
occasion.
wow. The
What's
pulp
that?
of carob pod is about 48 to 56% sugars.
Wow.
Holy.
That's insane.
So yeah, I mean,
18% cellulose and hemicellulose.
it's the complete opposite of what a diabetic
Even the
is.
opposite of cocoa, yeah. It's
Oh yeah. Yeah.
rich in protein. The embryo is 25C weight, rich in protein C. Sorry, I don't mean to read on
So watching that unfold and having seen stuff like that happen before, I thought, well, it's worth talking about to see if anybody else has had any situations, because it's difficult with a complete stranger to come out and find a nice way to go, you're fucking wrong. Not only you're wrong, you're ridiculously wrong, lady. Like, this is not the product that you're looking for. She'd already scooped a bag of them out. It was going to go.
The product
You're looking for, yeah. If there were any time for a Jedi mind trick, that would have been it right there. Anyway, so I just didn't know whether you had, and in any of your professional dealings or non-professional dealings,
I
had
have.
watched somebody do that type of thing.
One particular one that stands out, not nearly as detrimental as that, but something fairly similar in the sense of like someone making an estimated guess at something without doing the actual research behind
Oh, I
it.
love guesstimates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The premise was, while my brief employment period at a music store in town, while I was between jobs, I had a person come in who wanted to buy new cymbals. And the reason they wanted to buy new cymbals was the ones that they have are breaking. So I need thicker, heavier cymbals. And at first thought, you think, if I'm breaking a cymbal, it needs to be thicker and heavier, which is actually the opposite to to what actually goes on. Because what's going on is you're hitting with such force that the cymbal is so heavy that it's resisting. Where if the cymbal is light, it will give out and pave.
It'll do its thing.
Let the stick by. So, I mean, I had to do something similar to you where I was like, oh, well, why do you want heavier cymbals? You think it's a better tone? Well, no, they're just breaking. Okay, well, in actuality, and then try to not be the asshole in the situation, but also get them to understand the logistics. And it ended up getting to the point where that person was almost pissed off at me that they weren't going to buy. And I was trying to pedal around it in such a way. So what I ended up doing is actually calling a vault specialist at Sabian, who I knew very well, and said, can you talk to them about this?
There you go.
And I said, look, Sabian's so nice, they're willing to let their guys talk to you directly. So here's the guy, and this guy talked to this guy, and suddenly my point was made, and the purchase was made with the right product. And it
Bit of a
lasts.
piss off though, because they probably told him the exact same information, possibly in different wording that you had already done.
Yeah.
That happened to me at the store this week. A guy came in looking for a product. I showed it to him, and he said, no, that's wrong. And so it was like, okay. So then I got another person involved in it, and I said, my guy says this. And his friend goes, this is the third person that said this to you. Are you going to believe him? Okay, quiet.
So you ever seen a bad decision?
I've made a bad decision.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yeah, transporting pellets. Coming up to a 90-degree turn, and it's banked. I'm thinking while I'm driving, and I know this is wrong. I knew it was wrong when I did it. Oh fuck! I gotta load. I gotta slow down. No.
No.
I slowed down. The load tipped over. The trailer went upside down. It pulled my truck into the ditch.
Holy shit.
And I had to pick up 75 bags of pellets that had busted open onto the ground by hand.
Oh, God.
Because I know you need speed to go into corner
Yeah.
to offset the banking.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking, I've got to load, I've got to slow down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my bad
That was
decision.
probably a good lesson.
how long ago was this?
Just a few years ago.
Oh, okay.
Wow, Ryan Martin made a mistake.
Were you taking them home or to
No,
the
I was
store?
delivering them to a customer.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah.
How about you, Hal? Never made a
Now,
bad
personally, I've never made a bad decision in my life.
Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
You're here, you can't say that.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there was an onion not too long ago.
If you haven't got one in mind directly.
No, I have
Yeah.
got one. So, as you guys all know, used to work in hardware
Has this got to do with kids and copper?
because it
Okay,
has
I
to
was
do with
hoping
kids and
that's
copper. So,
Kid, what?
There
Kids
was-
and
He'll tell you.
yeah. So, there was a couple of kids,
Better have a happy
teenagers,
ending.
that came into the store, and they had come into the store and headed for the plumbing department. So, I was like, all right, figured a couple of kids, they're probably going to need a hand if their father sent them to get whatever. So I go back, and as I get back there, they notice me coming around the corner, and they quickly throw everything that they had in their hands back on the shelf. And I walked over, and I kind of saw, I was like, you need a hand, boys? No, we're good. Okay, cool. So anyways, I know what you're doing. And I know what you're building. Because I'm not stupid. And there's not a thing I can do. You can smoke whatever you want. Just for the love of God, do not use copper. Use brass.
Building a point.
Yeah, don't use copper.
No.
It's a bad idea.
That's pretty.
Well, it's a better high. Clearly, you guys are keeping them away from the high test. I mean,
Yeah.
what was your bad decision?
My bad decision? Personal one?
Or your.
My example was
your
the Cymbals,
bad-
but personal bad decision? Jeez, I don't know. I've made a lot of them, so trying to filter one out is almost nightmare.
How many kids do you have?
Exactly.
7.
How many times were you at my house? What about you, Ken?
What about me?
You ever made a bad decision?
Oh, fuck. Have you not met me? Jesus.
Do you have one that you would like to share? Or an example of one that you would like to share? It doesn't have to be you particular.
Perhaps farting
While doing the dishes.
while having a weak bowel.
They know about that one now. That's probably the only one that they should know about.
Well, yeah. I wonder what bad decisions we can make this year, boys.
I made quite a few bad decisions.
This year?
Already this year?
No,
God damn, we're only like 7 days in, man.
it's a minute by minute.